time has expired. Call Paseta Sam Lotu-Iiga.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, it's certainly my honour to stand and speak to the third reading of the Auditor Regulation External Reporting Bill. Sir, as has already been stated, there's basically two major changes to these in this bill. First, it consolidates all financial reporting and auditing and assurance standards setting within a single Crown entity, and this will be called the External Reporting Board and will be in full operation by the 1st of July of this year. Secondly, and I think, sir, more importantly, the bill introduces auditor licensing for issuer audits. And more specifically, sir, it deals with, the bill recognises that audits of companies that manage substantial public investments or where large amounts of money are obtained from the public, these must be performed by the top members of the auditing profession. And we saw this, as has already been outlined by previous speakers, in 2009 when the registrar of companies actually expressed grave concerns about the capability of some of the auditors and audit firms to carry out finance company audits to the required or minimum standard. Sir, this bill provides that the licensing of auditors will be carried out by the Institute of Chartered Accountants and by any other professional accounting body that may be accredited by the newly formed Financial Markets Authority. The FMA, as it's come to be called, will set the minimum licensing standards, and this reform, sir, as was stated by the Minister, is another step in this government's ongoing work program to restore investor confidence in our financial sector, to restore confidence with mum and dad investors, and to bring about the more effective and more efficient running of our capital markets. And of course, sir, the last speaker said not much had been done, but let me just outline some of the things that this government has done in 2.5 years. Financial service providers, financial advisors, insolvency practitioners bill, insurance, prudential supervision, as well as the regulation of exchanges and settlement systems. Sir, that is a record of achievement. That is a record that this government is proud to take into the upcoming election, and that is a record that far exceeds anything that opposition did in the last 9 years of their administration. So, sir, the Commerce Committee recommended a number of amendments to strengthen the bill. And the most significant of these, Mr Speaker, was to provide for auditing firms to be registered. Firm registration will be permitted if the firm includes at least one licensed auditor and meets any other requirements imposed by the Financial Markets Authority. And this change, sir, which is particularly important, and it was discussed around the committee table, and there seemed to be some consensus over it, was that the change reflected the fact that audit quality, which is paramount within this bill, is reliant on two specific matters. The first of these is the competence of the practitioner. So it's the competence of the individual that takes the audit. And the second of these, sir, is the quality of the auditing firm's systems, processes and procedures. So at firm level, it's about quality of assurance of the firm that undertakes the audit. So, sir, I support this bill, obviously. It's a bill that reserves issuer audits to experts, and it substantially reduces the future risk of audit issuer failure. I commend this bill to the House. Thank you.
The Honourable